Let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands. Touch him up, bang at the bell.
Both these fighters' style can bring on head clashes. They're both inside, looking to get in those trenches. They have been both involved in getting bloodied by colliding heads.
Here we go. Both undefeated. Valdez putting his title on the line. He owns the second highest knockout percentage among modern era featherweight titleists, active or retired. Round number one.
Servania has been on the floor. He might be again tonight.
Servania to me just looks so physically strong. Just threw a hook at Valdez and looks are deceiving, right?
Yeah, if you really look at facts, fights at 122 while Valdez turned pro 132, and he's fought most of his career at featherweight.
By the way, not an uncommon path of growth with what we've seen with Filipino fighters.
And this
of course, Tim, you know that better than anyone, having fought Manny Pacquiao 3 times.
For one of the greatest.
That's right.
This is a fight where I think
Valdez is just focused right now on landing that jab and controlling Servania at distance.
Right hand to the body from Oscar.
Servania a little bit more. Wants to come in that front door.
As we saw moments ago, and now more body work from Valdez.
Multi-dimensions usually wins.
Sometimes Valdez come out wide with those shots. I just saw Servania land a quick left hook in the inside of that. I believe it was a right hand.
Valdez loves to loop that right hand. Throws it like a baseball sometimes.
And Servania found a home for that baseball. For the bat, right? In the fighter meeting, Valdez said that he learned a lot from his last time out.
That was an entertaining fight against Mariaga.
Yes, very entertaining fight. Said he's going to be patient this round.
Joe, Teddy, Timmy, and Bernardo here ringside in Tucson. Round number 2 of our featherweight title fight. Oscar Valdez throwing 50 punches.
You know, with all the great, and I mean great history and tradition of Valdez, the only Mexican fighter ever.
He was only 17 years old in those 2008 games at 119 pounds, then came back at 123 pounds in 2012.
There's the versatility that I think has given Valdez the upper hand right here. He's able to go in, go out, go to the side. For the most part, Servania, one-dimensional inside, coming forward, straight ahead.
Valdez better be cautious. He's throwing combinations and he's getting clipped. He's trying to get time by Servania
able to land that right hand in between the punches of Valdez moments ago.
Servania has a bad habit. Watch, he wastes a lot of movement. Unnecessary, and it can be timed.
With the hard jab.
Yes, it can, and with the right hand. Behind the jab, Timmy, like you're absolutely right.
And right in the pocket there.
Of Servania from too far away. When he starts moving that head too far away, out of position, out of range, good spot for Valdez to.
Body shot from the Filipino. Comes in with a 2-punch combination. You can see the bad intentions both men have when they get their combinations off, both heavy-handed. There's that wide sweeping right again from Oscar.
Coming in that front door. Sometimes somebody's going to be there, and that left hook was there.
Comes back with a sweeping left hand.
Sometimes Servania stands there a little bit too long, and he get hit with the third shot, sometimes the fourth shot.
Coming in from movement too far away, the same speed, the same direction, straight ahead.
Good final minute here of round number 2 from the undefeated titleist, Oscar Valdez Jr. In New York, Madison Square Garden in December, but his ascent will be a long and steady path. Back to action here in round 3 of our championship featherweight fight.
Left hook just hurt Servania.
And he's staying right there.
For now.
For now. You mentioned something about more dimensions from Valdez. That's why you're able to see the the movement and the creativity from Valdez, more dimensions.
Yeah, Valdez had 204 amateur fights.
Bernardo Osuna does such a great job listening into both corners, making his way around ringside. Bernie, what can you tell us?
He's coming right at you, no head movement. Use that uppercut and set up that left hook.
The right hand that tried to get around the guard from Oscar.
Instructions there that will pass on to us. Right hand. This is his first fight in the U.S. An awfully unhospitable way. Not a lot of hospitality.
But his lead trainer, Mark Gill-Milligan, had visa issues. Now, he does have an experienced corner, and he has many of those who are side-by-side. Lead dog's not going to be barking. That changes things.
It changes things because what kind of experience he has with the guy that's working his corner right now. And for me,
With Servania.
Time.
To that comment, because earlier tonight we saw the great champion lending his help on the ground, helping with food, with water. Hands-on is Canelo Alvarez.
Yes.
That's right, Teddy.
Behavior of a human being.
And we are seeing an emerging, blossoming breakthrough star here in Oscar Valdez. I'm going to win a belt, and I'm going to come back, and I will have a world title fight in Tucson.
What is one dimension? Aggressive dimension. Physical dimension that Servania brings. Not enough. When the other guy has 3 dimensions. And Valdez showing all those dimensions. Straight right hands, left hooks, controlling range.
Good work that time by Genesis Servania.
Servania uses his legs one way, going forward. Valdez uses his legs a lot of ways. You see it right now.
I'll tell you, when Oscar digs in with that left hand to the body, he just opens up with everything he can offer, doesn't he?
Like I said earlier, both these guys throw punches with bad intentions.
Another body shot, then he comes with a right hand.
Yeah, Valdez doesn't throw any take it easy punches. Everything he throws to do damage.
Knockdown scored.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? You okay? You okay? Come to me. Come to me.
He got caught moving away with the right hand with his hands down.
Nearly incredulous to Wes Melton even asking the question, are you okay?
You're moving away. You know, he's been showing the dimensions that we're talking about. Not to your advantage to have that dimension. When you move off to the side with your hands down, where an opponent can catch you.
And he comes in with a right hand. Look at the challenger on the attack. Oscar Valdez in trouble here at the end of the round. What a round for Genesis Servania.
But when you move to the side, you got to do it with your hands up, and you got to make sure you're not in range. He's in range. He moved out. He got caught with the right hand. Now he gets wobbled again here after getting up. Again, same thing. Going out with his left hand down, got caught with the right hand, got hurt. It's great to move out. It's great to move to the side, but you got to do it the right way. He did it the wrong way. It gave a free shot to Servania.
So a little unexpected drama in round number 4 as gets him hurt in the 4th round, wobbles him late. Let's check in with what they're saying in Valdez's corner with Bernardo.
They told him, you got overconfident. Just stay alert.
that was something that I saw in the Mariaga fight. And I said during the telecast that he
And a lot of
towards the
fighters do
shoulder.
that, but they get away with it.
Things that you have described, that's what makes for an entertaining fight here. This is what makes for a good TV fight.
Because the champion Valdez had a shutout going. 3 straight rounds, 10-9 rounds on my scorecard. All of a sudden, not a walk in the park anymore.
There was a short right hand on the inside.
Well, it looks like Servania's the stronger man right now. Valdez is hitting him with everything and not hurting him, but Servania's hitting Valdez and he's hurting him.
Who's the stronger guy now? Back forth they go, trading knockdowns.
7, 8. You okay? Okay, continue.
He doesn't look good. Oscar's gonna be on the attack, looking to finish this thing. Valdez, here they go. Big left hand, a right hand rings in. He was on the canvas, now he's on the attack.
Like I said, both guys want to impose their physicality on the other, and they both have.
Valdez better be careful.
Another sweeping right hand,
It's a dangerous
thudding
snake.
down on Servania.
Valdez doesn't have that word careful in his vocabulary.
Final moments here of round 5. Genesis, a little more settled on his feet, absorbs another big blow. Crowd absolutely roaring here for their hometown hero. What a round. Great stuff with the featherweight title on the line.
Well, you're gonna see big left hook. Oh, got inside the glove. Watch how it gets inside the glove. On the inside. Different ways to skin a cat, different ways to throw a left hook.
Teddy, you promised action. They are delivering and over-delivering action.
We promised punches with bad intention. So far, all delivered.
With opposite 10-8 rounds, you're loving life as a fight fan.
Stop, back up.
He needed that knockdown. You know, being dropped for the first time in his career. He needed a knockdown.
Came up tough, overcoming so many obstacles and poverty in the Philippines. Made his way to Japan.
Soft punches to set up hard punches. Well, Valdez never went into that classroom. He throws hard punches to land hard punches. Even his jab. Look at that jab. Hard.
Like a pro.
Damage
Left
it.
hand scores from Genesis. Trying to get around that guard with the left hook again.
You know what
Just
that
missed
hard
with the
jab?
right hand.
You know what that hard jab does, Joe? It sends a signal to Servania. Yeah, you want to be aggressive.
And sometimes hard jabs do sting you and just keep you there for the right hand. I've been hit with jabs that felt like right hands.
So Genesis coming forward, lunging in that right hand.
The best out there.
Yeah. Valdez put himself in a bad situation right there trying to get away. And he got caught with a hit with a shot.
I'll tell you where the danger zone is for Valdez, besides pulling out. We saw that already. But when you're loading up on everything hard, you leave a little hole sometimes.
For the counter.
For the counter.
Like that.
Like
Uppercut.
that.
Right hand from Genesis, backing up the champ. Another power surge to close out a round.
How do you steal a round after losing the first part of the round? Right here. That's how you steal a round. Servania, the challenger, might have stolen that round.
The tough and hardened 8-year pro from the Philippines. Servania a little more effective down the stretch, especially in those final 15 seconds. Bernardo.
Oscar's father stepped up to the ring and said, I know you want to put on a show for the home crowd, but you need to be intelligent. Then Manny Robles stepped in and said, look, you need to be smart. You need to control the fight and don't let him steal rounds like he did in that combination.
Oscar went with a body shot there, and doing so then opened up again as Genesis tried to place the right hand.
And he's just off the mark. But I see it landing possibly later in the fight when Oscar kind of fades and settles down a little bit.
Absolutely right. I'll tell you another thing where Valdez leaves himself available, exposed. Again, loading up on every shot, that's all he knows. When you load up and you miss like that, guess what? Your body follows the punch, and you fall in a little bit. And when you fall in a little bit, well, you can be available for a counter.
Sometimes
it can be too much. We'll find out late in the fight.
8 weeks the norm. But he says he has to know, not physically, but mentally, that he's done absolutely everything, says Oscar.
I've been there before. I used to do the same thing. And then as I got older and matured as a fighter and had, 8 weeks of training.
And you shared that advice with him yesterday, too.
So it still shows that Oscar's still developing mentally, physically, as a fighter, as a world champion, as a young world champion, you know, to have confidence in himself and his ability.
Because a fighter only knows one thing, and he's getting caught those right hands again.
There's a big right hand again from Genesis.
Left hand down when he steps back, he's getting caught. But that's where a trainer has to say, you worked enough, you worked too much, and it can be detrimental.
Crowd trying to rally support as the Oscar chant starts up again. The twists and turns of a championship fight, and we're only at the end of round 7.
How do you blow around again?
Seconds out.
Drop your left hand.
Seconds out. Let's
You
go.
fall out in front of the guy, and the guy lands. And the guy being the challenger, and he comes back, and he's got a little smile, and he's saying, thank you, champion. You gave me another round.
He loves being aggressive, and he understands this golden opportunity that's in front of him. Then he was put down in round 5. That is why you see the dueling 10-8 rounds in the middle of Teddy Atlas's scorecard.
Again, you see the same thing. The good, Valdez, the good, all bad intentions, all power shots. The bad sometimes puts him out of position. And when it puts him out of position, that can happen. Your opponent can be right there.
Waiting on Valdez to pull out after a combination so he can step forward and hit him with the straight shots, like that. Valdez has a bad habit in pulling out with his hands down.
Before any more fireworks go off, let me get out a real quick happy birthday to my nephew, Braden Atlas, 13 years old today.
Happy birthday. Fighter meeting is that Valdez gets hit later in the fight. He feels that's to be his best opportunity to land shots on Valdez is later in the fight.
Using his legs to make sure he don't get hit. Keeping Servania a little off balance, and he's doing a pretty good job of keeping him off balance. You got a strong guy in Servania. How do you neutralize that? Move to the side, keep him off balance. Don't let him be set to use that strength. That's what he's doing right now.
Servania right now is waiting on his opportunity. He's waiting on Valdez to do the work for him. Pull back, Valdez.
He's waiting too long. You want pictures to go with what I'm talking about? When you load up on something, you get out of position. You leave yourself exposed. You fall in, and you fall right in to a right uppercut by the challenger. Big left hook, power punch by Valdez, fell forward, paid the price.
Challenger who doesn't know how to lose.
You young fighters out there, that's why you use a jab to set the shots up. You step in, you don't reach it.
Valdez, manager, come over to the corner.
See, what you have to be careful is when you think you're going out the side door, you better make sure you're really going out the side door. Again, he went straight back.
And got caught.
Got caught. You're going out the side door, guys. You got to make sure that you get outside that shoulder where you're safe. You're still inside that shoulder, you can get caught on the way out.
When they felt their guy, their champ, had turned it and had it in the danger zone to close it.
Well, what else would they want? What else does the guy know how to do?
Reaction from the body shot with the left hand.
That was a vicious body shot by Valdez just a second ago.
It's not like you're going to tell Servania, you know what, I want you to act like Pernell Whitaker now.
Dug into the body again with the left hand.
And in the sense of that, I think Valdez is at times too. And Servania's taking advantage of the opportunities. I think he truly is.
And if you wait on one thing, Timmy, and it doesn't come, you fall behind the 8 ball. Servania's fallen behind the 8 ball a little bit here, last couple rounds. At least this round.
Well, I think that's the only opportunity he knows he has.
emerging light heavyweight star, a title eliminator against Enrico Colvin. That is all November 11th, 10:30 Eastern. We saw Conlon earlier, showed you that highlight. Had a great title fight, the super middleweights, as Gilberto Ramirez had a unanimous decision against Jesse Hart. And here they have traded knockdowns for the WBO featherweight title.
A couple months ago, the guy's sitting right in between us, Joe. Pretty darn great fighter right here. So I'd just like to say, congratulations on your retirement, champ.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate that.
Former two-division world champion, and we've been thrilled to be.
That was dangerous right there. You know, he landed that left hook, Valdez.
Yeah, you're right, Teddy. Servania is waiting a little bit too long. He's getting beat to the punch, beat to the mark.
He's blowing rounds doing this.
But like I said, his only opportunity is when Valdez make the mistake and that habit that he has in pulling straight back.
That's a great opportunity.
And he has taken advantage of that opportunity.
It is a great opportunity, Timmy, but I'll argue with you with one thing. He has an opportunity to just do it the way that he does it. Come forward behind the jab and just get inside, get in the trenches. He's not doing that the last couple rounds. He's looking for the one shot.
And in a fight like this, where Valdez seemingly controlled the early goings, then we have the trading of knockdowns in 4 and 5 and some of the bigger rallies to gathering points and rounds on the scoreboard. As the championship rounds have arrived. Stay with us. All 4 coming in undefeated. That is what we have in front of us here. Final 2 rounds, a right hand from Oscar Valdez, and that gets the attention of his home fans.
Now, you made the point in the last round, Timmy, and to your point, you're right, that Servania should just be doing with what got him here to the dance. Instead of falling behind, as he has the last several rounds, looking for the one shot, press behind the jab, get in, and you said, well, Valdez is not cooperating. And take that tack, take that attitude. And then if he doesn't let you get there, fine. But you lose with what brought you here.
Oh, he came out the gate firing that jab. He must have heard you.
You're going to lose. The guy's going to outbox you. He's not going to cooperate with you. Make him do that. But at least you know that you brought what you needed to bring. And he's not doing that right now.
It was there in round 4, 6, 7, but it hasn't been there the last 3 rounds. Jab off the hip from Oscar. Coming up short on that right hand behind the jab was Genesis. Now Oscar perhaps a little more willing.
Win or lose after this fight, the connections of Valdez need to go back to the drawing board, go back to the gym, and correct that habit of going out or to the side with your hands down, exposed.
Such a defensive flaw, and it cost him tonight. And then everything just being just a little too wide at times too, Teddy, right?
Yes. And if you don't correct that, somewhere down the road you'll pay a price. Little head clash right there.
There it is.
Left hand to the body from Oscar. And I think the good work boxing down the stretch here, and now an exchange to close out the 11th has served Valdez well. 106-101, says Teddy. They traded the knockdowns in the middle, but then those missed opportunities with Servania just looking for that one big shot as Valdez boxes his way to a lead on Teddy's scorecard. The champ returning home here to Tucson, looking to defend things. And the beginning of this round tells us we may be in store for a little something different here in this final round here. 12th and final round as he lets loose. Genesis says, come on, bring a little more than that, my friend. Stalking, and a right hand does land there.
Pulling out straight in front.
Good exchange.
Don't go anywhere, you got it.
Well, this is going to be sensational stuff down the stretch. Short right hand.
They don't know anything, these guys, except fighting. Valdez ahead, so what? I'm still going to go and get him.
That's why I like me some Oscar Valdez, baby.
Yes, sir.
He wears his heart on his sleeve.
You're a head kid, box, move around. Now I think I'm gonna go get him.
Servania is very game. He's still in this fight. There's still seconds left.
And again, everything in a big shot. Valdez, everything he loads up on. Servania is running on fumes right now.
There he went
Been
again.
chasing with the right hand.
Servania was waiting on his opportunity. Waiting a little bit too long.
If you were wondering if Servania is running on fumes, just look at that last clinch inside, that last moment inside. They got in close, he didn't punch. He needs to rest.
Oscar comes forward as they're looking for their hometown champ to retain things here in Tucson. Oh, that's good stuff. How about it? Valdez, Servania. They traded knockdowns and they take it to the limit. The homecoming, and in the arms of Manny, his trainer. We will hear from the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard, and it reads as follows. Judge O'Connell scores it 116 to 110. Judge Martinez, 119 to 111. And Judge Taylor scores it 117 to 109. For the winner, by way of unanimous decision, and still WBO Featherweight Champion of the World, Puro Nogales, señores, Oscar